Thank you, Tashidele. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And thank you very much for participating. As I said quite a few times, it's true. I really mean that. Thank you very much for your participation and your effort, with your effort participating to take opportunity and be with us and in some degree listening to my broken English with patiently, and so I'm very thankful and your patience and your courage and commitment and appreciation. Again with this those thoughts, and then again we continue going on teaching of the gracious teacher of the Buddha Shakyamuni, all passed by the lineage masters and those great masters, like always in the teaching mentioned the stainless golden mountain, chain of the golden mountain, stainless golden mountain, one after another. Because why they call it stainless? Because their courage and commitment and devotion, preservation of the authenticness of the Buddha teaching lineage is just mind-boggling. It's perfect, beautiful. They never dilute it. They never kind of like mad something, or that might be diluted. It's never diluted by the conceptions and ego, clingies and self-importance. Preserve that because it really got enlightened. That helped to other beings. It got enlightened, helping, and it helped continually. So therefore, to keep up the authentic lineage and preservation of that authentic lineage, that is so important. Otherwise, if we dilute that with conceptions, dualities, and then all is diluted. All is just in a way so much fabricated with conception one after another, that won't go any far. It just really diluted. And therefore, it's called stainless chain of the golden mountains that started from the gracious teacher Buddha Shakyamuni all the way until now. We receive those teachings. And for that reason, we should be so grateful, thankful, for joy and appreciation. And in some degree, really have courage and commitment and wish and pray that we will continue to keep this teaching and practice and meditate and then carry on that. In the Buddha teaching always said, teaching is not held by, Buddha teaching is not held by the gods and power beings. Who held this Buddha teaching is Sangha members. Sangha will hold the teachings. We are the Sanghas. You are the Sangha. You are the holder of the lineage teaching and holder of the Buddha teachings. Buddha teaching is two teachings. Often said, and I mentioned so many times. It's scriptural teaching of the starting of the teaching. That is one aspect of holding the teaching. Not just only enough that, and that what you started, absorbing that to the heart, is called the realization teachings, or holding them by the realization, keeping up. For example, we learn, for example, simple way to tell. Simple way to tell, we learned what is for boundless. Boundless love, boundless compassion, and boundless joy in equanimity, and boundless equanimity. We learn that. That is scriptural teaching, oral teachings. But activated that in the heart, that is something different. That is called realization. You practice holding up the teaching by the practicing. Activating for boundless. Not just heard and kept that in mind. Or have that. Activating. That's what it's called holding the teachings. In Tibet they call Longje Temba, Tokpa Temba. I mean, you all know. Many of you know Longje Temba. That great master Basu Bendu said, what is the Buddha teaching? Buddha teaching is Longje Temba and Tokpa Temba. Doctrine of the scriptural teaching and doctrine of the practice realization teaching. How to hold up that? By the three ways. Starting and contemplating and meditating in practice. First two, starting and contemplating, hold up the scripture teaching of the Buddha teaching. And third one, meditating in the practice will hold up the teaching of the Buddha Buddha with practice. That's called Longkichu Topoten. And that is what it is. So therefore, this again, we should be thankful, grateful, we feel with joy and appreciate. And then plus, we have so many reasons to feel happy in the joy, and really be kind of more grateful, more joyful with that. And with that thought, and then again, bodhicitta thinking. Always in the teaching mentioned, always in the teacher, those great masters that give the teachings in the Tibetan, really every time they remain, please reactivated bodhicitta, thinking of all the sentient beings. The purpose of the Mahayana teaching practice that we said, I practice of I'm going to help you to all the beings, everyone to remove their suffering and free from the trouble and the difficulty, and I'm going to help until they reach enlightenment. That's what our commitment in bodhicitta. When we take the vows of bodhicitta, that's the commitment. So that bodhicitta commitment is not just left that time when we talk the vows, but to activating that is so important. That makes. That's called engaging bodhicitta. All in Tibet called Jupa Semji. Engaging, activating, and carrying on the bodhicitta in action by the verbal but speech, and keeping holding in the heart and mind that bodhicitta. That is called bodhicitta. I mean, of course, we all know that. So therefore, again, if we activate in bodhicitta, this is I'm going to practice in studying this teaching of the Dudjom Lingpa as much as I can, or that in order to benefit for all beings. That is activating the bodhicitta. That is what we, not just keeping that the idea that, but we really activate it with the mind. That's so important, so special. That makes the practice so perfect. And then we together with that, and then of course, those pure understand, three Vajra status, or three Kaya status. In the Vajrayana opinion teaching, we say three Kaya status. It's not just a Vajrayana teaching said, truly it is in three Kaya status that even though we didn't recognize or realize this understand realization because due to our duality or the obscurations. But reality, nature is in that status. That status. Since we are practical, so therefore at least the opening our mind, a gate toward that realization is so important, not to kind of blocking that, and then with the doubt and hesitation and the skeptical intellectual ideas that blocking, that is not. So opening that is so important. With those thoughts, with those intention, motivation, and now we move to the teaching. Again, this teaching, today we are